Hello, honeys. Welcome to today's vlog. We're starting out with a great food. My fiance and I are going on a little date night tonight. If you don't know, we live in Boston. We are gonna go to Lola 42 for some sushi tonight. So let's pick out an outfit, let's get dressed, and let's talk about what we're gonna eat. Also, P.S. Hi, my name is Healthy Emmie. I'm a nutritionist, weight loss specialist, the creator of the Slim program. If you want a custom meal plan and custom workout plan, click the link in the down bar. Okay, we are in front of my closet because we need to choose what to wear for date night. I think I know what I want. So I was thinking this. It's cute, it's easy, it's just a little denim romper. It's just like adorable to throw on. The only thing is that restaurants always have air conditioning and I don't want to be freezing, but this is just like a cute little thing to throw on. It'd be cute with a slick back. I can bring a sweater with me to drape over, but I think I'm just gonna do this and pray that it is not freezing. Can you tell I've been in an editing cave? We're gonna go to dinner tomorrow night. It's Thursday. My fiance just got home from a work trip. He was gone for a while and I just wanted to have a date night tonight. So I'm kind of rushing to get everything done before we go on our date night. So that's why my microphone is out, cords are everywhere. Please forgive this atrocious lighting, but we are at, and if you can hear me, it's a modern miracle. We're at Lola 42, so here's my game plan. I think I'm gonna do edamame and maybe miso soup, we'll see. And then I'm gonna do cucumber rolls, because this is gonna cover me for carbs, protein, and fat. So the cucumber rolls, you get the rice and you get some veggies. So you get the rice for the complex carbs, although it is white rice, but that's fine. You get the veggies from the cucumber. Then edamame is gonna give you protein and fat. So there you're covered, carbs, protein, fat, and veggies. And then maybe miso soup. I also always ask for hot water wherever I go because I brought dandelion tea with me. Dandelion tea helps with detox, and because I'm going to be having something that is super salty tonight, I want to make sure that my liver and kidneys are in tip-top shape, and this helps with liver support and detox. So because I'm going to be having a salty meal tonight, I'm going to be having this roasted dandelion root tea. I actually usually get the loose leaf from Amazon, but for situations like this, it's really nice to have a little tea packet. So here we go. I'll show you when everything comes. You already know what day it is. Happy Catterday, Queens. Oh, I love him. My son. So it's the weekend. I, of course, made the promise to myself that I take the weekends off of work, but I'm addicted. I am addicted to vlogging. I am addicted, come on, to content creation. And I was like, I just want to talk to my friends a little bit today. My Healthy Hunnies, just for a minute. So it's Saturday morning. I am gonna organize my starches. Let's do that now. Some Saturday morning organization. I'm getting all of my starches just in little containers as opposed to in the bag. It just makes me so happy to have them in clear, see-through containers, all organized. So let's get that done. also organizing my supplements. If you are somebody that forgets to take a pill every day, get yourself one of these. You will not forget because you put it in the line of vision. So you organize all your pills, put it out on your bathroom counter so that you take it every day. So I have my vitamin B12 and my vitamin D3. Of course, because I'm on a plant-based diet, you have to supplement with vitamin B12 if you're on a plant-based diet. Don't mess around with that, seriously. And then vitamin D3, I was super low in vitamin D because I live in Boston, Massachusetts, where this is crazy town that it's so bright and beautiful out, because most of the year we live in Gotham City. So vitamin D you get from the sun if you're on a plant-based diet, so you need to make sure that you're supplementing if you are low, and 43% of the population is. So organizing all my supplements here, Slim Supplements, these are my supplements. They're linked down below. You can get them delivered straight to your door every month, so you don't have to worry about it. And now I'm gonna do a couple fun things. First, I'm gonna go check out like what's going on at the Asian markets. I just love the Asian markets. As I talked about in my last vlog, I am starting a nonprofit called the Sweet Potato Shortage Support Group. My Asian market has not had sweet potatoes, and so I just kind of want to go see like what the scene is, even though clearly there's no shortage with me because I have my Hawaiian sweet potatoes, but I just kind of want to check out the scene. And we're inching towards squash season, so I like to check out the scene there too. Then I'm gonna go get my ears pierced. So let's go to the Asian market first, and then I'm gonna tell you the story about my ear piercing on the way to the ear piercing. Okay guys, I know I've mentioned this to you before, but this hat, I genuinely don't know if I can wear this anymore because the amount of compliments that I get on this hat it's an inconvenience at this point. I get down to my lobby of my apartment, the first person that sees me, I love your hat. I'm kidding about it being an inconvenience. People are so kind. And I always tell them, say, I'll send you the link. I got it on Amazon. But it's so funny because I literally bought this hat for the purpose strictly of keeping the sun out of my face. It was a strictly utility-based purchase. It's the most compliments I've ever gotten on anything in my entire life. I'll link it below. Now I'm headed to Downtown Crossing, which if you use some major deductive reasoning skills, you may be able to deduce that it is in downtown Boston. But there's a Claire's there. And like, where do we get our ears pierced? Girls, we get our ears pierced at Claire's. So the reason why I am getting my ears pierced at 30 is because, well, I already have one, I have my single piercing, but my mom inherited a ring from her great-grandmother that had 3 little diamonds in them, 3 tiny little diamonds. And unfortunately, one of the diamonds fell out. And so there were only 2 diamonds left. And so my mom looked at it as a sign from the universe, God, whatever, higher power you believe in, to repurpose it. So for my 30th birthday this year, she took the diamonds and had them made into earrings and gave them to me for my birthday. So all of this to say, I'm getting my second piercing in my ears. I'm getting my double hole piercing so that I can wear those earrings every day. So for now I have to wear, you have to use the ones that they have at Claire's, which like I'm gonna be rocking up to Claire's at 30. But yeah, I'll show you Downtown Crossing. There's actually a lot of good healthy food options there. So I'll show you that one there too. Okay guys, here we are at Downtown Crossing. On Saturdays, they have these cute little markets here. And what I love about these little markets is that it is artist-based. So, a lot of markets end up being food markets and there's food trucks, but there's really cute stuff here. So there's ceramics, there's candles, which, oh my gosh, don't let me get near these candles. I will go bankrupt. There's art, paintings, really cute. And then actually, this Roach Brothers is where I found the Heidelberg bread. So remember I told you guys I found Heidelberg bread, which blew my mind because it doesn't have any oil and it's a shelf-stable bread. You can get it at that Roach Brothers in Downtown Crossing. And there's a Primark, which reminds me of when I lived in London. Oh, the memories. And there's just tons of different stores. Like there's a TJ Maxx. This is where the tree lives around Christmas time. So if you're in Boston from Thanksgiving onward, I believe it's Black Friday. They light it right here. It's so beautiful. Guys, here we are. Oh my gosh, store closing. Wait, does this mean my ear piercing is gonna be cheaper? This could be a gift from God. Hi, I'm wondering if I can get my ears pierced. Okay, thank you. Well, that was devastating because the store is closing. They're not doing ear piercings. So, fine. No, it's totally fine. I'll just show you the healthy food options and then we'll head home. If I need some therapy, I could always just go in Home Goods, free therapy. So over here, we've got a Chipotle. We know that I love Chipotle. And then next to Chipotle, there's a Sweet Green. And I could have sworn there was a Bloco around here, but I'm an unreliable narrator. So Sweet Green, Chipotle, and then you can go to Roach Brothers and get your Heidelberg bread. And then if I were to walk, which by the way, like there's gonna be Freedom Trail tours all around me. If you have kids and you're coming to Boston, do the Freedom Trail. If I walk a tiny bit further, I would get to Haymarket, which I've shown you guys before. I lived in the North End. It was my favorite place in the world. I'm gonna head home, just a disappointed girl. No, like guys, don't worry about me. Just please respect my privacy at this time because I wasn't able to get my ears pierced today. But it's fine, like don't worry about me, I'll be okay. I made a quick stop at Whole Foods and we'll see. But okay, sweet potato tort. These are beige on the inside. I like to roast these directly on the rack and then keep them in the fridge and they become so caramelized. So preheat the oven to 400, put these directly on the rack, cook them until they are tender. You can put a knife through them easily and then put them in the fridge. The next day you'll be obsessed with them. These garbage. These are the Hannah yams. These literally taste like toasted marshmallows. You're going to use the same technique as you use for those. Roast them directly on the rack. You do need something below it to catch them because they get super gooey. These I also skip over. These are orange on the inside. But the Hannah yams and the Japanese sweet potatoes are my favorite. And then, a lot of people like the Stokes purple. I'm not a fan of them just because I honestly just don't think they're sweet. So these are the ones that are purple on the outside, purple on the inside. These are different from the ones that I have, but a lot of people like these. If you don't like things that are too sweet, you may enjoy these. They're super healthy for you, but just not my thing. Just wanted to give you guys an update because I know there was a community watch for my concern about the fact that the lemon herb tahini was not in stock last time I was here. Don't worry, it is back in stock. This is the stuff. This is the stuff. I've also tried some of these before. Let me know if you guys have tried these. These are oil-free as well. Brussels sprouts and maybe some cauliflower to have with my lunch. I think for lunch, I'm gonna do Hawaiian sweet potato, veggies, edamame, and some nut butter. But the problem is I don't like when the Brussels sprouts are colossal. What? You need to get on the slim program. A change of plans. I think we're gonna go zucchini, cauliflower, and then I have some leftover summer squash at home for veg. Also, let me put you guys on to something. My fiance was not aware of this, but at Whole Foods, you can make your own sandwich. Sorry, was I like giving you a show? You can make your own sandwich. It is behind me. I will show you. You can make your own sandwich here. You just grab a piece of paper and you fill out what you want. Here, I'll show you. I love doing this when we're traveling. So you grab a piece of paper, you can choose your bread, and they have healthy bread options. You can load it up with all the veggies. You can add on mustard. This is a great option. We love to do it when we're traveling. They also have plenty of pre-made ones. My fiance loves the TTLA. He's not even vegan, and that's his choice. So yeah, I mean, you can always pick up a pre-made sandwich, or look at all of the veggie options that they have. I'm very serious when I say my fiance lives off of TTLAs, and he'll be so upset when he comes here and there aren't any, and I go, you can make one at the sandwich counter. And he didn't know there was a sandwich counter, so I'm not going to let the same thing happen to you guys. Okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I thought I was literally losing my mind. Whole Foods reorganized everything. These are brand new. Okay, so frozen veg is here now near the front of the store. Interesting. All right, frozen cauliflower, where art thou? There they are. All right, goodbye to my Holy Land. We're headed back home. My fiance said I have to be home for 1 o'clock to watch the preseason Pats game against the Minnesota Vikings. So we're gonna head home, we're gonna make some lunch, and we're gonna watch the Patriots. Football's back, baby. Okay, so we have got some leftover Hawaiian sweet potato, summer squash that I've roasted. I roasted a bunch of summer squash. We're gonna roast up some zucchini, roast up some cauliflower. For a source of protein, I'm gonna do edamame, and then I have a whole station of nut butters, and I literally just picked out of the bin, and whichever one I got is the one we're doing. So today we're doing coconut cashew butter. We're gonna do that on the sweet potato with cinnamon for healthy fats. So carb, Hawaiian sweet potato. Veggies, you see them here. We have cauliflower, zucchini, and summer squash. Protein, healthy fat. Of the sweet potatoes. So this on the left were ones that I wrapped in parchment paper and then tin foil, and I put them in the oven at 275 for like 3 hours. Whereas this one's I didn't wrap, whereas this one, actually in this one too, because it's cooked, but I didn't open it up. This one I did not wrap, and I wrote down, because it was a little intense what I did. I did 1 hour and 20 at 275, just directly on the rack, 1 hour and 30 minutes at 300 Fahrenheit, and then about 20 minutes at 350, and then turned off the oven and let it sit in there for about a half hour. So look at the difference This one, you can see it retained more water. There's less separation, whereas this one is more caramelized and sticky. So this one's gonna be more dense. This one is gonna be more sticky and caramelized and nectary and honey-like. I'm gonna keep experimenting, but this looks so good. I'm gonna have this now. Yeah. We haven't done the hair yet. We are about to film some short form videos. So let me give you a little sneak peek of just a couple that I'm filming. So 2 reels are set up here. This is about the size of the female uterus from regularity to giving birth, a few weeks after. And then this one that you'll see on my short form is about what you're craving and then what those cravings actually mean. So that's going to be revealed on this side. And then I tell you what to eat. So if you're craving this, this is what you might be deficient in. And then I tell you what foods you can eat to improve that deficiency. But we got to do the hair first. So I'm using my Shark. When I tell you, I'm obsessed with this thing. I'm obsessed. You know, I blame this device for the fact that nobody goes through an ugly phase anymore. Like when I was in middle school, I woke up at 4:45 every morning to fry my hair with a straightener and use half a stick of black eyeliner on my eyes and tweeze out all my eyebrows. But now the girlies have these and no one's ugly anymore. Like this gives you salon quality blowouts. Just do it in your home. I will link the one that I use down below. Is anyone else chronically addicted to wearing their robe? I have 2 diseases. The first is when I enter a house in the winter, I cannot take off my coat. And the second is when I'm in my home, I cannot take off my robe. So one of my best friends is getting married this weekend down in Newport, Rhode Island. We're so excited. Been friends with her forever. And on Friday night, I'm going to like the rehearsal dinner, you know, that whole thing. And I actually offered to be the videographer for that night. I just sent her a text a couple weeks ago and I'm like, I bet you guys don't have a videographer for Friday night, for the night before. And like, since I'll be there, I would love to make you guys like film everything and make you guys a little video so you can keep the memory forever. And I'm actually gonna send her a voice note right now because let's just send the voice note together. Hello, sister. So I have a question for you. For the video that I'm gonna make for Friday night, do you prefer a video that's horizontal or a video that's vertical? So the benefit of vertical is that you can easily share it on Instagram and you can watch it on your phone and it takes up the whole screen and you can send it to other people on your phone. It's more consumable on social media. So if you want to share it to Instagram, it would be like beautiful on there. Honestly, that would be my recommendation. The other option is to shoot it horizontally. When you shoot it horizontally, you can watch it on the TV. I mean, you can still watch vertical on the TV, but there's the black bars. You can watch it on the TV, you can watch it on your computer. You can still share it on Instagram, but it's gonna be smaller. Like it won't take up the entire screen, so it's not as enjoyable to watch on your phone. So tell me which one you prefer. Okay, that was the voice note to my friend Lauren. Okay, back to hair, back to glamming up. And then after I film all these videos, I gotta eat, girl gotta eat. Okay, the glam is complete. Like I said, don't I look like I just came from the salon? This device is incredible. So let's film. I don't have anything else to say for now. So I have a meeting with my assistant every morning at the same time. So I just paused filming so that I could do my little meeting with her. As you can see, I still have the props in the background. I have certain blue light glasses that I wear only when I'm working so I can put myself into work mode. So let's just have my little daily meeting with my assistant. Okay, let's see here. Her meal plan. Okay. Back to filming. You know, it's so funny. I've talked about this before that with filming, it is so much prep work. Like this little video behind me with the watermelon and the grapefruit and the plum takes, I had to plan the concept. I went to Whole Foods and I got everything. I came home, I set up, I got dressed, I set up the camera, I cleared out the memory card. There's so much work that happens before you actually sit down and film, and then you sit down and film and it's like a 7-second video. And I've talked about how I compared that to success on your healthy lifestyle as well. There's so much planning and prep that goes into the food and workout side of things, and the actual execution itself can be very quick and short, but the magic is in the prep. 2 videos down, next video is about your uterus on your period versus what your uterus looks like on a normal day and why you feel so bloated. I love doing women's wellness videos because I get women who are in their 30s or whatever, and age doesn't matter, but they're past the age where we should be learning these things. I didn't learn this until my late 20s. We just didn't have this knowledge, and it's so great that younger women get to learn this from the get-go so they can understand what's going on in their bodies and not feel like they're always fighting against their bodies. This next video, I have a kids domino set here because I'm talking about the male hormonal cycle versus the female hormonal cycle. Actually, I'm talking about this product. It is called Apothecary Every Phase. I'll link it down below. They didn't even ask me to talk about it in a YouTube video. I just love their products and I have a discount code. But anyway, I'm talking about how female hormones need more support because our hormones are all over the place, whereas male hormones are exactly the same every single day. Lucky them. So I love using, oh, you can't even see. I love using visual representation. I know that most people are visual learners. You'll hear a lot of people say, I'm a visual learner. It just makes it so much easier to comprehend. So I prefer to use visuals. So let's get all these dominoes set up so that I can explain hormones. Okay, last one I'm filming this morning is if your portions look like this, you will never lose weight. And I'm talking about how eating tiny portions makes you overeat on junk food later in the day. So if you want to be successful, you need to double your volume of food. Go watch the IG, I talk all about it. Okay, filming is done, and I'm so glad that I have so much food prepped because I can just throw something together, throw it in the microwave, done. So I just got these new glass containers. I have Hawaiian sweet potatoes prepped, which I'm gonna do some prep a little bit later and I'll show you guys. So I'm just gonna make a quick meal. Okay, I just threw together, I have my Hawaiian sweet potatoes. This is kale, mushrooms. Did I throw anything else in here? I think, yeah, this is just kale and mushrooms that I sauteed in liquid aminos, and I had them in my glass containers. And then I have some edamame. So I'm just gonna have that as a little meal here. But I'm the type of person where after I film, I need to take off this jumpsuit. I need to put a sweatshirt on, put my hair back, sit down and film. And then go on a little digestive walk on my walking treadmill. So let me show you a better close-up of this meal. Here she is in all of her glory. This is like a baby portion of edamame because it was all I had left in the bag. So I was just finishing up the bag. Normally I would do much more of this, but I have the 2 sweet potatoes actually that I showed you beforehand. One is steamed and one's baked. And then my kale and mushrooms. I gotta chew in the choo-choo train so that I don't get bloated from the kale since it's cruciferous. I'm sat at my desk now. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna edit, and then I'm gonna check in with you guys to do some sweet potato prep. Now I've been cooking the big boys lately, so big boys, big toys. We are going to put these directly on the rack. So we've got the potatoes directly on the rack. You also want to make sure that you have a pan below the potatoes because they might ooze a bit, so it will catch anything. So we're now going to change the temperature to 300, and we're gonna do that for 90 minutes, hour and a half. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do 350 for 20 minutes, and then after that's done, we're gonna shut off the oven, leave them in there for 30 minutes, and then put them in the fridge, and then tomorrow they'll be perfect. I'm editing the vlog and I'm saying goodbye. I love you, honeys, so much. If you made it to this point of the video, I want you to comment and let me know what your nearest city is. So I live in Boston, but what is your nearest city? I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next video.